All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I'm back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, you guys, I feel like I haven't been on here in so long, but I'm so glad to be back. It is a Sunday, so happy Sunday, Sunny. Man, the new year is coming up, you guys. So, I'm really looking forward to the new year. I hope that you guys are as well. Hopefully, you guys have some New Year resolutions in place um, and all that good stuff. So, as you can see today, just a reiteration, this video is not going to be too long. Just wanted to talk a little bit about staying positive when dealing with narcissistic abuse. You know, it's a learning experience, right? And also just understanding transitions in life and also again, more on trusting God through transitions in your life. Um, and, understand that everything is under God's control, everything is in God's timing. And, if you are on the good side of karma, just understand you do have God's protection. Now, if you are not on the good side of karma, you don't have God's protection. So that's the thing about that. So there's just something to be mindful of regarding that. God's plan. And also, just trusting God's plan for your life too. I know sometimes that can be difficult to do because I know that we have plans in our minds, right? That we want to do, but God has other plans, right? Hold on one second. Okay. So yes, you guys, I just like I said, I just want to say happy Sunday, happy Sunday. How was you guys' Christmas? How was you guys' Thanksgiving? Did you guys do anything fun on the Christmas? All that good stuff. You guys had nice dinner, nice meals with your family. Were you guys working? Were you guys relaxing, sleeping? I would really love to know. But nonetheless, here, let's just kind of get into it here. Let me see what we got here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. So, but yes, I still can't believe the year is gonna be gone in a couple of days. That's so crazy to me. So crazy. The year flew by, right? So yeah, staying positive when dealing with narcissistic abuse. Now, this is just not to say, oh, pretend like nothing is happening, sweep everything under the rug and just be like, oh, okay, when you go through an experience, you just have to be like, oh, it happens, everything happened for a reason, and then you just move on with your life. We're not saying that. So when we stay positive, when I say staying positive after dealing with narcissistic abuse is more so like, you have to understand that you're going to have different emotions during this experience, right? Different feelings, different thoughts, different experiences when it comes to dealing with this abuse. And I guess overall, what you have to kind of take away from it is that you have to know that it's going to be okay in the end. So whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever it is that you're dealing with, you have to realize that it will pass, right? It's not forever that you're going to be dealing with this experience. And it doesn't define you, right? So however someone's treating you does not say anything about you, but it's more so says something about that other person, right? But also too, when we talk about staying positive, it's just mindset, doing your inner work, doing your inner healing, right? And also not internalizing, what has happened to you when it comes to dealing with the narcissist. Because I know a lot of times the narcissist likes to have their victims internalize the abuse. And, the narcissist likes to make their victims think that it's something wrong with the victim. And that the victim did something in order to deserve the mistreatment, or the victim did something um, in order to have gotten receive that type of treatment or the way that they was handled, that they must have done something in order to, been treated that way. And I just wanted to reassure you guys, like, it's not anything that you've done. It's nothing wrong with you. Honestly, you were just an innocent victim, and it doesn't matter who the narcissist was. It could have been a mom, a dad. It could have been auntie, uncle. It could have been a brother, sister. It could have been an in-law. It could have been a distant cousin, relative, a neighbor, anybody. So that is just something to keep in mind here, when it comes to staying positive, right? And again, it's not going to say that you're not going to have, your down days, right? That's not to say you're not going to have good days. You're going to have good and bad days, but it's just no matter what emotion that you're feeling, no matter what experience you're going through, it's just saying that it's going to be okay, right? Like, you're going to make it through it. And even if you need to reach out for support, or if you need to speak up and speak out and let people know, like, how what's going on or what you've been through, what you experienced. Because I know a lot of times people, or they may feel embarrassed to talk about it, or they don't want to feel like a burden to someone else, or they don't want to look a certain type of way to other people. But you really just got to remember that it's all about your healing. It's all about your healing. It's all about your recovery. And you're not perfect, right? You're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up. And there's going to be lessons that you may have to learn, and that's okay too. We all have lessons to learn in life, and some are harsher than others. And sometimes, God just make it so that you have to learn that particular lesson during that period of time. You know what I mean? So that's just something to be aware of. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about, let me see here. Yeah, so give me 1 second, you guys. Hold on. And it's not to say too, though, like I said, you have to be like smiling through your pain. Like, of course, if you're dealing with certain stuff, or certain emotions or certain feelings on a certain day, it's okay to be that way. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to reiterate, because I saw something on what was it, Instagram? They were saying like a toxic positivity, because I understand that some people are like, oh well, just be positive, just be positive, just be positive, and sometimes it's like you're not feeling that way. So I just also want to let you guys know it's okay not to be okay too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how you're feeling, but all, like we always say, what's not okay is to stay there. Like, give yourself that time to dwell in however you feel, and then go ahead and move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? So let's see. Okay, yeah. So this is good. Just some inspiration, some motivation, right? So if you're dealing with some tough times after the abuse, after narcissistic abuse, or maybe it has nothing to do with narcissistic abuse, maybe it's just some other life challenges that you could be dealing with in your life, and you may want to know how to cope with it. Just keep in mind, I got this online. It says to stay positive during tough times, or narcissistic abuse. It says you can practice gratitude by focusing on what you have, challenge negative thoughts by reframing situations, surround yourself with positive people, engage in activities that you enjoy, prioritize self-care, and actively seek out small positive moments throughout the day. Consider keeping a gratitude journal to record things that you're thankful for. So this is really good. I think that for those of you that are having a challenging time, whether if it's dealing with narcissistic abuse or if it's other areas in your life, just in general, this is definitely good. Like I said, practicing gratitude, being thankful for what you have. Don't compare yourself to other people. Focus on what you got in front of you, what you're grateful for, and all that good stuff. And challenging negative thoughts. The biggest thing, when it comes to dealing with the abuse after dealing with the narcissist is, they try to control your mind, right? They try to control like how you feel about yourself, and stuff like that. So you just want to make sure that you can get a hold of your thoughts. Like, you have to be in control of your mind, not allow your mind to control you. That's something that I learned years ago. Like, you have to control the mind, not let the mind control you. Like, you have to make your mind your best friend instead of making it your worst enemy, right? And then positive visualization. So if you visualize, things, imagine yourself successfully overcoming challenges and achieving desired goals. Mindfulness, focus on the present moment without judgment. Do meditation, deep breathing. You can also do yoga. You can also stretch as well. Connect with loved ones, family, friends. If you don't have family and friends, maybe just spend time with God, have a conversation with God, or maybe you might want to join support groups and stuff like that. But if you do have that luxury of having loved ones, spend time with them. People who uplift you, people who inspire you, people who encourage you. Um, Engage in enjoyable activities, do things that bring you joy, like hobbies, exercise, spending time outdoors. Set small goals, so break down large challenges into smaller achievable steps to build a sense of accomplishment. And as always, seek professional help with a therapist, counselor, and stuff like that, or a coach, a narcissist abuse coach, however you want to do. So I hope that that made sense, you guys, because I know this is a interesting time of the year. And hello there. I know that this is an interesting time of the year for a lot of folks. Some people, it's happy go lucky, and then other folks, it's not so much. So it just really depends on you and your particular situation on how this time of the year is for you. So, but yeah, any advice that you guys want to throw out there as well, anything you want to chime in on, please feel free to do so as well. So, yeah, let's see what we got regarding this. Let me take a look here, you guys. Don't forget, you guys are welcome to join my free Facebook support group called the Healing and Recovery Room. So I now have 57 members now, you guys. So that's exciting. So if you want, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if you guys just want to join a free group. Maybe you don't have family and friends around you that love you and care about you, or who are supportive, because some of people actually have their family, but they're not as loving to them, they're not as supportive, they don't see you know like the potential in that person, they are not helpful to that individual, maybe they're in opposition to that person. So it's good to be able to connect with like-minded individuals, right? And again, more, you guys, learning experiences, dealing with life, you're gonna learn a lot, right? Learning experiences in life. And also, dealing with narcissistic abuse is also a learning experience as well, right? Because you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about other people, you learn a lot about abuse, right? You learn about traumas, you learn about triggers, you learn about good people, you learn about bad people, you learn about who you are as a person, how you react to abuse, and how much tolerance you can take, right? How much pain you can take. Because depending on who the narcissist is in your life, that's going to determine the severity of the abuse, right? So yeah, it just really depends, to be honest. But just more reiteration, you guys. It just says a learning experience. What is a learning experience? It says in life refers to any situation or event that provides an individual with an opportunity to gain new knowledge, skills, or perspectives, whether through formal education, personal encounters, challenges, or everyday interactions, essentially allowing them to grow and develop throughout their life journey. Now, it says key points about learning experiences in life. It says can be positive or negative. Learning can occur not only through successes, but also through failures and setbacks where valuable lessons can be extracted. Experiment, experiential learning. This is a key aspect where individuals learn by actively participating in situations and reflecting on their experiences. Lifelong process. Learning is a continuationness and happens throughout one's life, not just during formal education. So yeah, throughout your life. So no matter when you experience the abuse, you're always going to be learning. You're always going to encounter different people, and you're going to gain different knowledge and wisdom from those individuals, whether that was a positive experience or negative experience, or maybe it wasn't either or, it was just an experience. Maybe there's no judgment to that particular situation or person, so just keep that in mind. um So yeah, it says what's an example of a learning experience? It says taking a new responsibility at work, It says overcoming a personal challenge, traveling to a new culture, learning a new skill, mentorship and coaching, voluntary work, and raising children. That can be a learning experience, right? Because you can gain new information from each of those experiences. So that's pretty cool, right? Alrighty. So yeah. And if you guys want to ask me any questions, if you come in a room, please feel free to do so. I would love to answer them for you. So let's take a look here. Let me see. Okay, and then yeah, and I'll put this in the on the title here. One second, you guys. Let me grab some water. Y'all know I like my water. Gotta have the water on deck, right? But yeah, it's just, again, just trusting the plan that God has for your life. I know that's easier said than done, because we all have plans for our lives, right? Hold on one second. Let's look here. And we all want to, like I said, dictate the outcome and make things happen, make things go in our favor, and this and this and that. But just understand that God has got that too. God's got that under control. Like I said, even a situation that you have dealing with the narcissist, just understand that God knew about that too. God knew that you was going to meet that person. God knew that you was going to connect with that individual, or maybe it was a family member, it could have been a friend, or it could have been any type of environment. God understood like what was going to happen, and he wanted you to go through that for a particular reason. And, for those of you, especially that could be beating yourself up about it, or maybe you feel bad about it, or you feel shameful, regretful, or remorseful. And I get it, but just understand everything does happen, as it should. There's no mistakes, there's no coincidence, and it's a learning experience, right? It's a learning experience, and some lessons are harsher than others. Sometimes we may have to repeat certain lessons over and over and over again for us to get it. So that can be a thing also. And but God eventually is going to be like, she or he is going to get it. So, sometimes you may have that going on. So, but yeah, that's basically that, you guys. Now, I'm not saying that God wants you to suffer per se, because I know some people feel like, oh, well, when I was dealing with the narcissist, I was suffering and this and this and that. God doesn't like that, but God will, sometimes certain stuff will happen, and God will give you the grace to endure it, though. That's a good thing. Like, you may have to endure certain stuff and deal with certain environments or certain situations. It will be rough and hard, but God will give you the grace to get through it. That's the good thing about God, is that he will not leave you, he won't forsake you, and he will be there with you even during those tough times, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, if you don't have a relationship with God, then that you may not get it, and you don't have that type of protection, and you don't have that type of support. So that's why I said it's good to make sure that if you're not close to God, get close to God, learn about him, get to know him, build a relationship with God, and understand that he is on your side, and he loves you so much, and he cares about the little stuff that goes on in your life. He cares about how you feel. He cares about your situation, or your whatever it is that you're dealing with. God cares about that, but the thing is that God, he doesn't like evil, though. So if you're an evil person and you do evil things to people, if you don't think about how other people are going to feel, if you act without the regards of others, God doesn't like that. So God is very angry and displeased with individuals that mistreat others and that are evil, have evil intentions towards other human beings. God does not like that. So just make sure your heart is in the right space. And that way, you can be on the good side with God, because if it's otherwise, yeah, I just don't want to think about that part. But yeah, because I mean, honestly, like I said, I've seen what God can do on both sides. So I'm just like, yeah, I want to be on the good side of karma. I don't want to go on that other darker side. I'm good. I'm good on that. But yeah, you guys, I'm not gonna make this video too long here. Like I said, hopefully you guys had a nice Christmas, a nice Thanksgiving. And I hope that everything you got what you wanted on Christmas Day. New Year's is coming up, so I would love to know if you guys have any New Year's resolutions. If you want to share, I will definitely do a video on that when it comes to the narcissist. The narcissist is always lurking and trying to hoover around and trying to get attention and trying to get reactions. So just, keep doing what you're doing. Keep positive and keep the focus on yourself, keep the focus on God, your kids, and doing the things that you love and enjoy, and transitions in life. Let's talk about transitions in life that you could be dealing with. It says trust a transition. It says life transitions can be challenging because they require letting go of the familiar and facing the future with vulnerability. Some examples of transitions include, starting a new job, adding to your family, moving to a new city or country, choosing college, changing careers, and getting married. So those could be some transitions. And it says coping strategies with life transitions: accept change as a normal part of life, which I know some of us, we don't like change, right? But identify and express your feelings, focus on the payoff, expect to be uncomfortable, stay sober always, build your support system, acknowledge what you're leaving behind, and take one step at a time. So yeah, just take it one day at a time, day by day, and just understand that, if you're on the good side of karma and if you have good intentions for people, you treat people with kindness and respect, then you're good. Like, you don't have anything to worry about. But the only thing is, you just want to keep close to God. That's all I would say. Keep close to God. Ask God to help you to heal. Ask God for protection, and just lead you to your next step, guide you to your next step, and he will guide you. He loves us so much, and he is on our side. And but understand, God doesn't like evil either. God hates too. God get angry. God will get angry. Like, God, he takes vengeance. So don't think that God is like a little plaything. Like, God is like, oh, all sweet. No, God is furious, right? He's fury. you know So, just keep that in mind when it comes to the abuse. Just try to keep a level head, and don't beat yourself up. Just remember, you make mistakes. You're not perfect. And, you're going to mess up, and you might keep messing up. You might keep making mistakes, but just try to learn from each experience and try your best next time to improve on that next situation. You know what I'm saying? And just pray and talk to God and ask for provision in the next step. So hopefully that was helpful, you guys. I do want to go ahead and say a prayer as I go ahead and wrap up this video. But any other topics, you guys, you want me to do, please feel free to leave it in the chat, and we'll definitely do a video about it. Also, I'm trying to see, we'll probably do this with the next video, but any other topics. I know the new year coming up, we're gonna be talking about narcissistic abuse. Hold on one second, you guys. And this would be a good time if any of you guys have any resolutions. I know I've asked a bunch of people, I'm like, hey, do you have any New Year's resolutions? And a lot of folks are like, no, they just probably go with the flow. So that's good too. Like, if you're not a person, you do resolutions, and that's cool. Like, or maybe you do like little mini goals or whatever you do, that's helpful too. So that's just something to keep in mind. Hold on one second, you guys. Let me see. Okay. All right, so let's look here and see. And also, guys, again, don't be afraid to open up to and to the right people, because not everybody you can trust. But if you are feeling a certain way or you're going through a certain experience, just make sure you open up to the right person, express your feelings, express yourself. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to express how you feel about whatever it is that you're dealing with. And but like I said, the right person. you know. And as always, you guys know that I'm here for you. If you ever want to book a session with me and talk about, your experience dealing with narcissistic abuse, or if you want any tips or advice from me personally, you guys know that I do have my self-study books, my coaching programs, and you guys can reach out to me to book a session if you want to learn more. Or if you just need someone to talk to, you need a listening ear, you need someone to vent to. You need just some understanding, some validation, and just um, some encouragement. Reach out to me. I would love to talk with you. You can kind of see me as your big sis, your big or little sis. Because I really want us to be a family here on YouTube. I know that this is like virtual, but I want us to like really be able to come together, and or just whether it's virtually or in person, but I want us to be able to lean on each other. Like if we're having a down day or if we're having a good day, like let's talk about what's going on with that good day. Or if you're not having a good day, like let's kind of talk about that. Let's see what's going on, how can we process that, how can we make that better. And I was thinking too, you guys, y'all can let me know, you guys want to do like a healing course class starting in January. How do you guys feel about that? I'll put that in the community tab. If you guys want to do like a healing course, a healing class coaching program, healing class coaching program. I think that'd be good starting in January, you know, and, it could be for victims of narcissistic abuse. That'd be great. Men and women is totally fine, young adults. But yeah, I really want us to do that more, because I'm seeing that it's needed. It's needed. And you guys can let me know how you feel. So, but anyway, let's say prayer. So, dear Heavenly Father, I just want to say thank you for the viewers and subscribers that are watching this video. Please just bless them to stay positive, bless them to stay focused, and bless them to keep going even through the rough and the hard times. Be there with them, be there with us, and just lead us into the right path and where we're supposed to be going. And help us to any distractions or evil persons trying to come near the collective. Please block it and remove the particular demons and any narcissistic people that are attacking the collective and trying to come at the collective. Rebuke those individuals and keep those individuals away from the collective, and only keep individuals around the collective that are going to be positive, helpful, and encouraging and inspiring to the persons that's watching this. Now, I know, God, there's narcissists watching this too, so keep that in mind. But all in all, just keep the collective focused and for the rest of this year and going into the new year, and help them to stay encouraged and empowered, and for themselves and for their family. And so it is, and amen. And we pray. Thank you, God. And so it is. So yes, I hope that was helpful. So like I said, reach out to me, join my healing and my recovery room group. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Like I said, any other way that I can support you, please let me know. And if you guys are feeling called to, if you would like to donate to the Live Nerd Free Ministries, you like these videos, you find it helpful and valuable, you guys can leave a donation at $ Coach Joy. That's Cash App. 510, or you can leave a donation via PayPal, which would be at livenerdfree9@gmail.com. So anyways, I love you guys always and forever, and take care till the next time.